Greetings, welcome back to the channel. I'm Stasia Bliss. We are doing the weekly reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever Aries is in your chart. We'll begin by clearing the cards of previous readings, clearing the space, and asking to tune into the energy of Aries, who are the initiators of the zodiac, right? So this is the energy that's initiating this week. What is this warrior, very masculine, very body-oriented sign doing in your chart right now? Let's have a look. Remember, this is a general reading, so not everything that comes through is going to be for you. So just hear, listen, filter what is for you, leave the rest for somebody else. Let's see, where should we begin? I've just got 4 tarot decks, the I-Ching, the runes, and a couple advice cards. So I think we're going to begin with the runes, Aries. Let's go runes and I-Ching to look at the overall pattern, the overall energy of this week for you. What's going on for Aries? Okay. Wow. This is the masculine seed, and this is the feminine, the healing energy. So this is both the masculine and the feminine, and it is like initiating some healing energy. Very interesting, very interesting. Let's put that there. Let's look at the I-Ching, which are the cards of change, the hexagrams of change. We will look at using this little booklet by Lunaea Weatherspoon. She's put together some really sweet short descriptions on each of the hexagrams. There's 64 hexagrams in total. They are dealing with broken lines and straight lines. The broken lines are the yin energy or the feminine, and the straight lines are the masculine yang energy. Okay, and then the card that Aries is changing. What is the change card this week for Aries? What is the change card for Aries this week? What is this energy changing into? Okay. Okay, so we've got the card 39 and then 60. So I don't as yet have all these memorized. Okay, 39 is Qian, obstruction. Okay, so you can see the broken lines are yin. So we have a yin, a yang, a yin, a yang, a yin, a yin. Bottom is the earth plane, the top is heaven. In this case, though, we have obstruction. This is water on top. A yin, a yang, a yin. This is water, and the mountain is below. Okay, so water on the mountains. This is the energy that takes us into this week, Aries, and then we're going to see what the change card is. Okay, pause to assess risks. Okay, is what this card's saying. There are 2 obstructions that hinder progress: water above and mountain below. The downward flowing water may conceal the dangerous abyss, whereas the still mountain may be more easily traversed. It furthers one to confront each obstacle according to one's capabilities and not overreach. This may be where you've been feeling like there's just a lot of obstacles around and you have to just confront them as they come. This one's like this one's like that, and you've just been dealing with obstacle. So the energy is changing to hexagram 60, which is the limitation. We might pull one more change card. So this is water above, same one, and lake below. So instead of mountain, we change to lake, respecting the limits. So rain on the lake. The lake is defined by its limitations. It is contained and finite in its dimensions. Water above the lake is limitless, as rain may continue to fall long after the lake's boundaries have flooded. So this is saying kindness depends on respecting the limits and limitations of others and not assuming they can handle whatever you pour on them. Okay, this is good, like Mars and Cancer warnings too. Maybe some emotional energy this week, Aries, especially with Chiron just getting ready to go out of your sign. There's still just some last addressing of wounds that could be going on. So be careful of your emotions. Kindness depends on respecting the limitations of others and not assuming they can handle whatever you pour on, Aries. Civilization depends on respecting the limits of propriety and social mores. So this is a warning to proceed with care. So let's get one more. I don't really like to leave it on an obstruction. So let's get one more card of change for Aries. Yeah, that one jumped. Yeah. Oh, that one flipped over. Okay. So let's go to card 51. Hexagram 51 is shock. Okay, Aries. This is an interesting vibe for you this week. We've got the masculine and feminine coming on the scene. I just want to get that other word. Oh yeah, obstruction. Then we have limitation, right? Obstruction, limitation, and shock. Is this thunder? Thunder above, thunder below. We had a little thunder tonight. So they're the same. Top three lines and the bottom three lines are both thunder. They are yin, yin, yang, and then yin, yin, yang again. So this is saying laughter follows a shock, okay? Thunder on thunder. A great boom of thunder brings a shock of fright, but the next boom brings laughter. The sound is terrifying, but harmless. It serves to arouse the people to wakefulness, in which they can see the humor of their own fear, sorry. Sometimes your feet too. As the thunder rolls on, rites and ceremonies continue without interruption. Thus, the wise person maintains inner calm that they can weather any shock. Okay, Aries, so in the collective, there is this energy where there's been, obstructions and just barely being able to get by, limitations, like not giving people more they can handle. That's been going on in the collective, but that's changing this week. According to the I-Ching, it's saying there is an initiation of healing. There is a potential for healing this week, and it comes with a little bit of shock that spurs people into laughter, waking people up. This does have a waking up energy. And since Aries is the initiator, it feels like the public is getting initiated into a shock wake up this week. And that would make sense with the solar eclipse going on in Libra at the South Node. There definitely is some karmic cleansing. So if you haven't checked out that video on the new moon solar eclipse, check that out. I just did that one and posted it. So let's get some tarot to speak a little bit more about this potential healing through a shock situation. Let's go ahead and go to the Celtic Tarot to begin. Lots of fun here, Aries. Whoa. Whoa, Nelly. I've got Aries in my 11th house, and I have Chiron there. So my wounds have been all around the collective, my friends, just humanity at large. And that's going through healing for me. Some shocking things with friends have been a normal thing over my life, with Uranus ruling the 11th house naturally. Okay, so let's look at Aries. What's going on with this shock, universe? Tell us more. Tell us more about what this week for Aries is bringing in. What do we need to know? What do we need to know for Aries in the collective? Okay, we'll go to that point. And on the bottom, Eight of Swords. Could be a little bit of anxiety in the field. So the first two we got was reverse Queen of Pentacles. A lot of people like taking care of their own business, like getting their own stuff together, right? And reverse Temperance, that is the healing card. And in reverse, that can be like, be very patient with yourself, or it can be like you've been in this healing thing for a long time. This can be healing your relationship with money, with the physical realm, with mastery in your realm. and allowing things to come back to balance, or the need for that healing is coming up. Because we've got Five of Cups, some kind of loss, walking away from something where there was a loss, forgiveness is needed. The Fool card, this is a brand new energy, and the reverse Hangman, so you're coming out of a pause after some kind of loss, Aries, and something like new is beginning from a new vantage point. Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Swords reversed, Seven of Cups. Okay, here's the Work card. So in work, something you were doing for work, for some of you, you've been putting effort in, it's not going anywhere. And you don't need to lose any more sleep over it. Like maybe just make another choice. Seven of Cups. Like for some of you, you've been putting some energy into some work that's not going anywhere, and it's time to make a different choice. That's what this is saying. There is, yeah, these are obviously showing like some of the obstacles and the limitations that you've been coming to, but there is potential for healing on the physical level and making some new choices, maybe in your work environment. And maybe around some things, around love, somebody you need to forgive and move on from, and stop like griping about it, or stop like crying about it, or whatever the energy is. It's like time to, with the Ing rune, is like initiating, yes. It's like that spring energy where something's like got potential to spring forth and create, right? And then the Laguz is like something from the unconscious or the collective unconscious, like something in the sea of all that is like waiting to come forth, right? There's something new beyond that sadness if you just get a different perspective, right? And allow the healing to occur that has already in your physical. Maybe you're, not giving yourself any credit there, Aries. This is not for everyone, but I do feel like, well, there's an element of it for all of Aries where something you've worked on a long time is time to let it go. It's time to let it go. So let's get some clarifiers. Can we clarify Queen of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse for Aries? What's this reverse Queen of Pentacles, reverse Temperance for Aries? Okay. This is a good chunk. This can be a whole story. Ace of Pentacles, a new reality again. King of Wands reversed, where you're not quite seen for the leader that you are. King of Swords reversed. Wow, Queen of Pentacles in upright. Knight of Cups and Queen of Swords. Wow, there's two queens and two kings here. And one of the kings and queens is upright and the other ones are reversed. The queens are upright, the kings are reversed. And the knight is reversed. Wow. Okay. Well, Aries, there's definitely an opportunity here, a new opportunity for a reality. Maybe you're not like some of you ladies or feminine are not acknowledging the men in your life properly, and there's an opportunity in this week for you to do that and for you to like bring some love where you haven't, because it looks like the females are not really bringing the love. The Knight of Cups is reversed. There's some emotional fulfillment that's not really being carried out by the feminine, it looks like. And the masculine are like kind of turned on their heads here. Why are the masculine upside down? It's like they're not being seen or not being appreciated. Two of Swords, or they're not being decided upon. Some of you ladies need to like decide that you love this man. Like make a decision. And for some of you, there's multiple men you can't decide about. Interesting. Why is Knight of Cups between the queens? Why is reverse Knight of Cups between the queens? Reverse Devil. Well, some of y'all are trying to get over some old codependencies and old attachment issues and so forth. And so you're like maybe afraid to speak your love, like to be vulnerable. So you're like holding back your vulnerability. And it's also making the masculine in your life not be able to decide. So there's some kind of decision about like going forward for some of you, like, but you got to be vulnerable. Like, femininity is all about vulnerability. So, what is this work stuff? What is the Eight of Pentacles? Eight of Pentacles reversed. What is the Eight of Pentacles about here for Aries? What is the Eight of Pentacles about here for Aries? Hangman. Can we get more information? Let's reverse Seven Pentacles. Ten of Wands, the High Priestess, and reverse Page of Swords. Yeah, you've been getting an intuition about some of this stuff, like that wasn't, or you've been going a long time, but you had intuition that you needed to look at it differently for a while. And you sort of like didn't, you held back that knowing with reverse Page of Swords, you held it back. So you've been going in the wrong direction for a while, some of you. And by wrong, it just means like you're taking a long road when maybe you just need to look at it differently. And then it becomes like a new road, the Fool. Because here's reverse Hangman. When you finally get a new perspective, it's new. But when you're paused and you need a new perspective, there's this like, I've been going this way a long time energy. Like, I'm going this way and it's not really working out. Reverse Seven of Pentacles. Let's get some advice here. Aries, there's a lot of different storylines. You might just be a little section of one of those. What is the recommendation, advice to support Aries in this week? Tapas. Tapas is all about discipline, disciplining the self. This reverse Saturn, which is Pan in this deck, this reverse Devil card, sorry, which is in this deck. Devil is Saturn, so Saturn is discipline, and it's reversed. There's like a need for discipline, or there's like you're working on the discipline, but the discipline is important for numerous things here, for allowing your vulnerability to show. Divine Feminine out there, allowing your vulnerability to show so that the men can be seen upright. The men can make the choice, or the masculine, shall I say, can make the choice to like make a new opportunity here. So wherever the feminine is being vulnerable, I feel like the men, the masculine, the king energy will be able to step upright. Intuition is important. Let's get an herbal astrology here for our Aries. Boy, if this is part of your story and you want to know the rest of it, you want to hone in on it, then contact me for a personal reading. The information is down below. You can do the reading by a Zoom call or on a text app, and it's all done by donation. So why not? Find what's going on. This is a perfect week to get a personal reading. Okay, what's the message here? Wounded healer. Chiron and Jupiter energy, Aries. There's definitely some wounds here, and the Temperance does speak to healing too. We've got healing showing up over here, like discipline to like step into the healing place, to forgive, to take a new step forward. You know, you might have to leave some things behind that aren't on this same journey with you, right? And this really is speaking to, with the High Priestess here, the feminine nature. That doesn't have to be the females, but the part of you that's vulnerable needs to come forth so that you can connect with the active, like outer expression, the active part, which is the kings. So it's not just people, right? But in each of us, that wounded place, we need to like put the balm on, realize we've been working on it a while. We've been working with our limitations for some time. Like, we've been doing this work. We've actually been working on a long time, and we need to kind of get over like staying hung up on it and make a new choice, see things from a new perspective. Listen to that intuition that says, hey, be vulnerable, like share your wounds, like take a new road, right? Okay, Aries, beautiful, beautiful. Such an honor to read for you. Tapas can be done in a lot of ways, but I would definitely focus on a spiritual practice this week. Make sure you take the time each day to put towards something as your discipline, and also to discipline yourself in the way of accepting your wounds, being prepared to open again to life. There's lots of opportunities awaiting you. Okay, much love to you. Thanks for being here. Namaste.